natuurlijk ook in het prachtige stadion. Ik heb nog iets heel moois voor de mensen die net terug zijn. We hebben natuurlijk straks het Nederlands finale, maar we hebben nog...
Hello there and welcome to the European Championship, where the sun is shining and the weather is beautiful. It's European Championships, but it's a big competition here this week. It includes 3 different events. The Hague is the home of the CEV European Championships, the World Para Volley Championships, and the CEV Under-20 indoor competition, with all 3 competitions holding their finals here at the Zuider Park this weekend. It's the beach volleyball that we're having a look at, and it's the bronze medal match. 2 teams that were heartbroken in the semi-finals. They both had leads that were surrendered. We have Barbara Hermannová and Markéta Slukova from the Czech Republic up against Lily and ELSA from Spain. Teams who have both won medals previously in European Championship volleyball, but neither ever a gold. Lily and ELSA, well, they fell to the Swiss team of Beschart and Hubeli in the semi-final. They were 1-0 up, they had 2 match points, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. It was a big comeback from the Swiss side, and they went through to the final that follows this bronze medal match here this evening. Lily and ELSA have done so well, though, knocking out the #1 seeded team, with Chantal Laborde and Julius Seeder last night. Barbara Hermannová, Markéta Slukova, well, they lost to the home team, Sana Kaiser, Madeline Meppelink earlier on. Again, they were 1-0 up. They had a 3 to 4 point lead in the third, and unfortunately they just could not side out when it mattered to see them through to the gold medal game. Remember, Slukova and Hermannová have won a silver in this event in 2016 in Biel, where they lost the Olympic champions Laura Ludwig and Kira Volkenhorst. Really, this is all to play for. It's going to be hard for these teams to pick themselves up and dust themselves off. Disappointment in the semis, but the loser will take home nothing. The winner will at least take home a bronze. Hermannová and Slukova in your picture. Well, they were looking to be the second Czech team to win a gold in the European Championships. Czechoslovakia last won in 1998 when Eva Selbova and Sona Nokova won gold. Our referees for today on your picture. Lots of experience and lots of pressure on our refs. So, first of all, 145 tournaments you can hear in the background as we meet Lily Fernandez, 31 years old now. Stopped for 2 seasons to have a child. This team have played together since 2007. Lily's partner, ELSA Baccariso. But this team are famous for just being Lily and ELSA. Evergreen and ever mean on the CEV beach volleyball circuit.
Big round of applause, Barbara Hermannová.
And their opposition. First out, Czechoslovakia, Barbara Hermannová, the blocker of the pair. This team have played together since 2015. Their big results, well, 6 career wins, as you can hear in the background. And a silver medal in an FIVB major series event in Porec. You do not get silver medals on that tour unless you are a world-class team.
Ja, zo bent u allemaal weer terug in het stadion. Dank u wel, of misschien wel voor het eerst in het stadion als u al een ticket had voor de avond.
Slapped hands, formalities, normalities in this game.
Van harte welkom als u
Lily and Elsa,
vanavond voor het eerst bij
after
we maken ons op voor 2 prachtige wedstrijden.
taking some time out playing together, are looking for another medal in what has been such a illustrious career. Lily's target again, as we've seen for a lot of the tournament. Very good look, nice knuckle to the line as well. Yeah, Lily and Elsa, 2 match points against Switzerland. It's a tense platform, but Elsa does the rest. Such a shame losing out in that semi-final for Lily and Elsa. They look like they're bringing some heat here though. No Spanish female team have ever won the European Championships. The men, well, they've won it twice through Herrera Guevara, another evergreen team from Spain. And then Herrera also won it with the legend Israel Mesa. A long, long time ago now, in 2003 in Moscow. Slow start this. HERMANNOVA goes too deep, too long. Again, SLUKOVA trying to side out. She struggled in that first semi-final. She knows that the break is coming from Elsa, so she decides to hit the breaking block. Mepelink and Kaiser did so well in the semi-final to be so late with their block defense, showing SLUKOVA an opening and then taking it away from her. They made so many digs and blocks when they needed to. Exactly the same back from the Spanish team, really knowing exactly the situation. It's tough for the blocker to break and put on the brakes and be still to play defense, still moving backwards. The crowd starting to build again in the arena after Samoilovs and Smedins have just beaten Brouwer-Musen, team from the Netherlands, in the men's side of the draw to qualify for the semi-finals. It's all been going on here in The Hague. Change of ends, the teams change ends every 7 points just to make fair of the conditions. There's been this gusting wind around the arena throughout the afternoon. It seems to have died down just a little bit. 5-2 end for Lily and Elsa is a great start though. Great camera angle this. Has to go to the line, shoulders are facing, it just shows. The set was tight, everything's facing to the line, so SLUKOVA has to go to the line. The ball's drifting across her, but it's a deep knuckle towards the baseline. It's good, it's accurate, it'll score. Out of system on return, and that's long again. This is better from SLUKOVA and HERMANNOVA. It's a slow start. Concoction of errors and poor plays, but they seem to be fixing things here. Lily from the left side, passing off the net. She's a little bit too early, facing a little bit to the line, can't quite get her feet to the ball, loses all her height in the air, the 31-year-old. Lily and Elsa, another big achievement for them was making the final in Long Beach on the FIVB World Tour in 2016, losing to April Ross and Kerry Walsh-Jennings, but taking a silver on the biggest of stages. Very nice ball control, something this team are renowned for, keeping control of the ball at all times, and that's better from Lily. You can see her feet really get to the ball. She's still reaching, ball still dropping inside, but she manages to work it back through the center. SLUKOVA finding good angles again. Something she's going to have to do. The teams love to go late on her. Lily and Elsa are trying to break late on her, you can see. So they're not defending the hard hit. They're trying to show her that they're blocking her and then peel off for the shot. Where the Dutch, they were looking to stay and block a little bit more, but also move late to show SLUKOVA something and really play with her court vision. Teams are trying to do the same thing, but just in a different way.
Great score. It's not hard driven, but very good eye there. Heel goed gezien, bekeken.
7-6. Off the net. It's a smart swing. She's well out of system there, and she managed to hit away from the body when you'd think she'd have to go to the line. Nice work from Marki SLUKOVA. Sees the gap, puts it away. System again, struggling to get the first ball in at times. Both of these teams high and long. Really was SLUKOVA who was struggling to side out at the end of the semi-final. See if she's got bounce back ability throughout this bronze medal game. Lily comes through. And wearing that hand bandage from that injury that she sustained against Labora and Suda from Germany yesterday. Some thought there's possibly a broken finger. Luckily for them, it's not. Doesn't seem to be too much trouble at the moment. Is that knuckle from SLUKOVA? 2 errors in a row, really. From SLUKOVA, has to try and bring it back together now. She does find sand inside the lines on the third attempt. Again, it's a straight approach, looking to the line and then chopping it back angle. Line was the call. Line was the roll shot as well.
Running to the right moment. Hit the ball.
Both players here loving to face the line and work it and then try and snap it back angle. Again, SLUKOVA well off the net, way downtown, no block. Some swing again. So many times players deciding to just rip on the retreating blocker. It is a rip as well, that one getting past Lily. Get out and get that ball early, stop it from getting past her. Oh, it's this big shudder off the net. Slow starts from HERMANNOVA and SLUKOVA, but they're just nudging away here. They're finding a way back into it. Serving tough, but both teams really struggling to stay in system at times. The two ball again. Accuracy is everything there. As a right-sider trying to hit the ball on two, you're going to struggle to access the line, so you have to be accurate if you're going to the corner, and that's phenomenal. It's right on the tape. Happy days. Technical timeout. Spain just lead by 1, but this game is going to be super tight and super close. Crowd building. The Dutch crowd know there's a gold medal to be won for them this evening. As Kaiser and Meppelink go up against Betchart and Hubeli for gold.
That's true. Terug in die bronzen medaillewedstrijd. Wel of niet op het podium straks.
Wind starting to gust around, and as you look at the screen, it's going to be from the left to the right, so slight advantage possibly if it's gusting for the Czech team. Good footwork, well tracked from HERMANNOVA. He then has a little rip on the cross court. Second chance though for Spain. Good work from Marki SLUKOVA, not known for blocking so much in this team, but as you can hear, that's a monster block from SLUKOVA. She steps late. So great penetration with the hands as well, taking time away from the hitter. It's not all about height, it's about taking time away from your opposition. It's another feisty rip from the baseline. Lily asked to side out yet again. This time she tries to fade one back to the seam. It's a good swing. She does hit off the body very well. Thumb goes down, around the ball. It's not the easiest swing, that. SLUKOVA might want to try and start in a more central position if Lily is approaching that straight, because it's going to be hard for her to hit any sharper angles from there. Again, they try and chip at the retreating blocker. Difficult swing this for Lily, but somehow she finds the baseline from way downtown. It's difficult for a spiker to track the ball from behind them, still find the tape. Spain are growing still in this game. SLUKOVA once again struggling with the pass. She's off the net, no block. Two big hits in succession. Whatever Lily can do, SLUKOVA is equal to it. Good feet. She does well to get her body going through that. Considering she passed off the net, it means she has to move her feet to get out so nicely. Good game, this one. Pass into a good zone, no block. Lily loves hitting off the body, but SLUKOVA loves digging balls as well. So wider set this time. It's another one that's played sharp on an angle. Not quite a cut shot, is it? It's fast swing on an angle, really, that is always moving away from the defender. Difficult to dig. SLUKOVA did well the first time, but this one's always moving away from her. One-point game. HERMANNOVA and SLUKOVA would love to sneak one here and change ends. Evens. It's an ace that flirts with the baseline, and luckily for the Czech team, they change at 14. Oh, you do not get any closer than that. That's a ripper. And this one is super close and super tight. More service pressure. Lightning does not strike twice here in The Hague. Trying to serve super deep down the middle. It takes the physicality out for the teams. You get pinned to the middle of the court. It's very difficult to get out and hit angles. Some teams try and operate a back set from that position. A late break cross. Touch on the way through by the looks of things. Off the little finger. 15 all. Again, Spain passing off the net this time. Both teams struggling with their first touch of the ball, really. Spain again breaks so late, and that's exactly what they're looking to do to HERMANNOVA and SLUKOVA. They're trying to wait. Make it look like they're blocking, and then when their head goes up and looks at the ball, you see here. Sorry, that was the block. See, penetrating hard, but just off the fingertips and out of play. But you'll see Spain just breaking so late. When SLUKOVA looks up at the ball, that's the time that they change their movement to try and make digs. Exactly the same as what Hubeli and Reschardt tried to do earlier, but they did it with the block. Meppelink and Kaiser, sorry. Problems again for SLUKOVA. SLUKOVA again the target. She's well out of system again, so it's another break. She just has to let rip and fire on that one. She does a great job of it too, hitting from way downtown, which she's had to do numerous times today. It's not a bad decision to break that block from Spain, but some swing. 17 all, race to 21, remember. Serving high risk for high reward, this team. It's either putting the opposition under pressure or they're missing out.
zou ruimte genoeg moeten bieden.
Over again. Good look, very nice turn back to the sideline as well. Does well to track the pass, keeps him in front of her the whole time. Again, it's a late movement in the block. Exactly what they're trying to do all the time to SLUKOVA. Trying to mess with her vision and make her play straight to the defender. SLUKOVA, she just sits still, waits for that hard hit. Fantastic work from SLUKOVA. She stays still, she's patient, she's relaxed in her upper body to play defense on that ball. And then she has the composure to have a look at the court and put the ball away. HERMANNOVA, SLUKOVA take the lead again, and this time it's a crucial time of this first set. They lead 19-18. Spain, they need to sit down. Timeout called.
Back on the court, give them a warm welcome. Team Spain, Team Czech Republic.
Big times in this bronze medal matchup here in The Hague. Both teams have struggled with the first touch. Nothing wrong with Lily there, she's trying. This is high-level volleyball, they're trying to get each other on the net at every possible time. Unfortunately, it's too tight. It's always traveling away. So first, set point, HERMANNOVA, SLUKOVA. They've always been behind in this first set, but they've battled so hard. More problems in the passing set. It's a scruffy finish to a very entertaining first set, though. HERMANNOVA, SLUKOVA, they've bounced back well from defeat earlier on, looking to win their second medal at the European Championships. It's a good start for them. Silver in 2016 in BLBN. They're looking for bronze today. Lily and ELSA, not the best start for them. Their last medal was in 2013 at the European Championships. They lost the first set. HERMANNOVA and SLUKOVA take it by 3, 21-18. Let's have a look at some highlights. A really good first set here in The Hague. We have to give some serious credit to Lily and ELSA, really. Having beaten the first seeds, they lost to the first seeds actually in the pool phases, but they beat Chantal Laboria and Julia Cedar in 3 last night. Lily, severely injured hand. It's interesting to know how much that's playing a toll here, actually. It's a wider set, they try and chip to the line, but it's well read from Marketa SLUKOVA, and that's a really damaging angle. Really fast feet, it's dynamic. The arms really working hard at the bottom of the jump, pulling back. And you'll hear about coaches saying keeping your non-hitting hand in the air, but if you're that good at the base of your approach, pulling your arms back, both arms go up in the air so nicely anyway. 1-2 again. Does well to access that angle, really, ELSA on 2. It's a bit of a reverse knuckle, but that's going to keep SLUKOVA really honest in her defensive play, not just run to the line to try and take that one. Good reactions underneath the block. She's hitting from off the net now. She chips high line. Well read it really early there, Elsa. Now she can have a little crack at it on the outside. It's just as dynamic, just as smooth in the arm. That's what we like to see. Goes through the hands of SLUKOVA. A bit more split blocking in this game from SLUKOVA and HERMANNOVA. I'll use the call again. She loves coming through the centre. And that's very good block defense because we've seen that so many times that when she comes through the centre, she goes to the line. Excellent from Lily and Elsa. That's not luck. They know that she comes through the middle on that on-you play, and that's her way of working the ball back to the line. So they changed to a cross-court block. This is a later picture of the joust on the net that was won by Lily and Elsa. But very smart play all the same throughout that rally. SLUKOVA having a look. She has a double look actually because she knows the opposition team are going so late. That's not allowed over here. Maybe in the indoor format of the game you get away with that one. It's too soft with the hands, almost like a volley. Players were allowed to get away with that, we'd all be doing it. HERMANNOVA again, looking to go on you. Can she hit angle from here? Yes, she can. No, she can't. My mistake. She goes wide. That's good work again from the Spanish. She loves going back to the line, HERMANNOVA. This one doesn't quite get in the hitting window. It doesn't quite get a cross body to the right-hand side. She's struggling to access the line, so she's just cannon through it. Misses out by a thread. Different game here in The Hague. But, remember the first set, the Spanish were in charge the whole way through that one as well. For some in this stadium, it'll be the calm before the storm. It's a gold medal game coming straight after this one. Mepelink. Sana Kaiser looking to win gold on home sand. Much better swing from that wide area. Can access angles so much nicer. HERMANNOVA. Lots more room to play with. The struggle to get that one back to the line though. Out of system again here, Lily. Good strong hands in the block from HERMANNOVA. Second chance. This time from Elsa. Just a little pat over the top, but hits this line ball. Elsa, we've seen it millions of times before. She has a little look. The height's good, but it's just the speed. You're just not going to get that as a defender. Unless they choose to maybe double up and go really early when the player looks at the ball, not the court. HERMANNOVA starting to access the line again here. It's important for a right-sider to keep working the line. If they can hit the line, they can hit the whole court. Makes it very difficult to play defense against. Nearly passing a little bit quicker. It's a little bump on two. We've seen some crafty plays from Elsa throughout this competition. That's not one of the better ones though. HERMANNOVA looked like she was on to her though. 6-4 Spain, but it looks as if the Czech team is starting to build here. A little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence. There's a long way to go in this second set, that's for sure. Remember, they're looking to win their second European Championship medal after a silver. HERMANNOVA Slikova lost in Biel to Laura Ludwig and Kira Volkenhorst, the world champions and the Olympic champions. No biggie. Passes into a good area. It's a little bit too fast off the platform, and that central serve means that Lily also got sucked in to try and pass the ball, which means she's always playing second best on the set. It was a good set. Loose swing, though, from ELSA. Hermanova and Slikova would love to change ends even here. They do. It's another hitting error, 2 in a row. That's not good enough from Spain, and it's just opened the door back in. The teams change ends at 7-all, and what was a real slow start, was it 5-1? It's now turned into 7-all. Much better this from Slikova and Hermanova, that's for sure. Overhand defense is good from Hermanova, and Lady Luck is on the side of the team in blue here. Rewarded again for anyone watching. She manages to get back pretty quick plays. Real good hands on the ball, and that's more luck than judgment. Well, maybe a mixture of both. Smiles from Slikova, though, as the pair embrace. Timeout call, because this is a slippery slope for Spain.
Dat gaat als volgt. Ik hou van dansen en muziek. Hey, viva. Nou, dank u wel.
Lily and ELSA. The highlight of their career will be 9th at London 2012. When they were last at the European Championships in The Hague in 2012, they took bronze. They took a silver the following year in Klagenfurt, which is just a fantastic venue for beach volleyball. Member of the European Tour and World Tour for some years, now being replaced by Vienna at the moment. Anyway, back to the action. Off the body. Cut shot from ELSA. Does well to move her feet here. Goes on the back set as her weight's already going in that direction. Quite a lot of players will choose to take a back set when the weight's already going that way. Hermanova comes to the center again. She loves going to the line here. She struggles when she's hitting from that middle area to chop angle, that's for sure. Spain will know that. Has a double look at the court, and that's just because they're aware that Spain are going so late in everything that they do. They're looking to see a change of tactics at the last second from the block defense. Another double look, this time from Slikova. Oh, it looked dubious, didn't it? But let's have a little look at this one. Again, a little double look. It's high, it looks like it was off her hands, and it did hit the tape. Anyway, better from Slikova. She's not getting caught out as much at the moment, but Spain might have to go back to that tactic of moving around so late.
Beautiful ace there.
There's an ace as well. Look at this. This is some run from the number 2 seed here. Slikova again, serving down the middle. Really not having a great time siding out here again. And if Slikova's not making digs or aces, Hermanova is right in the face of ELSA here. She's so under pressure. The ball's so inside. There's no way she's playing the ball really to the left-hand side of the court here on your picture. She can only hit down the right. Hermanova knows that. She reads the play so well, makes a block. They're looking to try and break in, though. She stays on Hermanova. And there's a fire through the seam. From Lily. Technical timeout arrives. We're really at a key stage of this game. Lily and Elsa. Are they running out of gas here? It's been a long, long week. Now they need to dig deep.
Say dat we jullie een applaus mag geven, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the Czech Republic. And of course, your support for Team España.
Elsa to serve. She then park up and play a little bit of defense. Deep on HERMANNOVA. She then has to come through the middle here, the right side. Czech player, and she just goes back to the line. And she's got that one. That's absolute money. Really well worked. Feet are inside the ball, smooth in the arm. Really struggling here. Not struggling too much. Shows how much effort it takes for a beach volleyballer. She has to get down low. She managed to give herself time on the pass. That's crucial to still manage to get out and create some space to swing through that one. HERMANNOVA again. This time it's block out. Frustration for Spain as it's as if Elsa's finishing position. This will be a much better camera angle. Yeah, she's still facing out the court. Her whole upper body is looking in the direction that the ball finished. Just try and finish more central. Still on the way up in there as well. Center again this time, Elsa with another rip. SLUKOVA does so well to make that read. She's just pouncing around the backcourt, but second time of asking. Spain do a real good professional job on that one. It's a good look. Hitting lots of two balls. So it'll be interesting to know if it's down to the hand injury of Lily, but Lily's breaking late again. How many times do we see that from Lily and Elsa? Just a really late break. The player looks at the court. You'll see here from SLUKOVA. They do this on her all the time. She looks at the court, and as soon as her head looks up at the ball, they break. It's almost like, now you see me, now you don't. This time through the center. Lily needing to score here. It's another block from HERMANNOVA, and surely SLUKOVA and HERMANNOVA can start to feel the bronze medal around their neck. It's a late swat. It's a very good vision. She can see that the approach is slow from the spiker, that she's going to shoot the ball, so she just waits and holds and swats it straight back down. It's a service missed. So Spain do just about stay in touch here as the teams change ends. SLUKOVA. We haven't seen so many hit with that aggression from SLUKOVA. She loves to hit the ball down the line and then work it back angle. Lily's really in no man's land there. She's off the net, she's not pressing, she's not in a good position to make that block, and that's why it just takes a hit off the hands and disappears out the back. Out of system again, this time Elsa, she has to go high. It goes out the stadium, so it's going to catch some of this Hagey breeze that we've got here. The ball's super tight, so that high free ball was really good from Elsa. That's why it goes high. It's a little bit more sheltered within the arena. As soon as the ball goes higher than the grandstand, it's really hard to track. I assure you, it is pretty gusty here. Over again. This is exactly what she loves to do. She loves to really hit hard down to the line and then rotate the ball back on the cut shot. She hit hard line last time, then she goes back to that little cutty. It works. Also having a little swing here. Yeah! She's out of system. She's charging in. Gets caught in a right angle here. This is not the finish to the competition that Lilian ELSA would have wanted. 3 points needed for bronze here. Serves straight down the line. It's a really good one. It makes easy work for HERMANNOVA to get in and block. But they also go after her anyway. It's a high roll that just takes a slight deflection. You see that serve straight down the line. It's the most direct path for the blocker to penetrate in and still block. Quickest way to get in. I'll use the call again. Will she go back to the line this time? And she has a good whip of that one. So aggressive through that center of the court. It really does open up multiple shots for her as well. She goes down so accurate to that back corner. Serves out again, but they won't mind. They're trying to score from the baseline. The Czech team, change of ends. It's a good end for them, really. They've gained a point on the opposition. They led by 2, now they lead by 3. It's a 4-3 end. 19-16. Looks like bronze is going the Czech Republic here. Sloppy from ELSA. It's not been the day that Spain would have wanted here in The Hague. And it's the first bronze medal point. No, it's not. They're looking for a timeout here, Spain. There's a yellow card for a time delay, and then they are accepting the timeout. So SLUKOVA's not happy with this because she feels that the timeout shouldn't have been allowed if they're getting punished for a time delay. It could be a medical timeout here for Lily. We know that she's got a bad hand, but they're 4 match points down as well, so there's times to take medical timeouts. There's times not to. It's 5 minutes for a medical timeout. Does it need rebandaging? And now you can see why there's some, well, 2 disgruntled members of the Czech team due to the fact that she's waited until match point down to call this medical timeout. Interesting to know how much of this is down to the hand hurting and how much is down to a little bit of gamesmanship here. You'd hope to think that it's down to the injury. Fair play to Lily. It's actually coming out here. It's almost a broken finger last night. It's all coming off. The bandaging and everything else. It's almost a broken finger against Labora and Sudan. She's come out and played 2 games today. There's a few giggles. And unfortunately, it's too much for Lily to continue. So it certainly is the injury. We can only hope that she gets well soon. And that's game over here in The Hague. Not the finale that we would have wanted, but we just hope that Lily gets well soon. She's still smiling. Barbara HERMANNOVA and Markéta SLUKOVA take a bronze medal at the European Championships here in The Hague. It's their 2nd CEV European Championship medal to go alongside their silver that they won in BLBN in 2016. Hugs all round for a great week's work. Not the finish that Lily and Elsa would have wanted, but they can be so happy as they're on the comeback. 2 years out for Lily. They are getting back to their best as we have a look at some of our highlights from this bronze medal match.
Let your sun shine through. Kings and queens of the beach. Champions win and reach. Let your love shine on. Oh, baby. Let your sun shine through. Kings and queens of the beach. Oh, yeah. Champions win and reach. Let your love shine on. Let your love shine. Let your sun shine through. Kings and queens of the beach. Oh, yeah, baby. Champions win and reach.
So the Czech Republic take bronze here in The Hague, but who will be taking gold and who will be taking silver? You will have to join us very, very soon for our gold medal game here from The Hague.